Welcome back. We have the very accomplished portrait painter, Mary Boudreau, joining us today on set. It's been a long time since you've actually been sitting here with me.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, it has been a long journey for us, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Several months.
In a good way.
Oh, yeah.
A really good way.
Yeah.
Since May, Mary Boudreau has been working on a portrait of me, and it was a few months before that you approached me and said, how do you feel about me painting your picture?
Right.
And I was a bit nervous about that because despite the fact I host the Midday show, I'm not sure, I get a little nervous about things being really focused on me. I'd rather talk to you and ask you questions about yourself. So that was a bit of a struggle for me, but we agreed to it. And it's now October and the portrait is finished.
Yep, we're all done.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
Really good.
Good.
Really good.
We're going to reveal it. I haven't seen it live yet, so that's a big deal. But before we do that, we thought we'd take a walk back through the months that have led up to now. This is when we first sat down at St. Andrews on the Square.
That's right.
And I said, I think I want to do a flowery outdoor scene.
That's right. And
Didn't do that though.
No, you changed your mind, and that's part of the process.
It is.
Yeah.
It seemed like the right idea, but instead we decided to go inside. And here's the
when we were shooting inside St. Andrews on the Square. Yeah.
This went way better than I thought. I was very nervous about this as well. Having your pictures taken and posing for pictures, it can be nerve-wracking, but you're easy to work with.
Oh, thank you. And this is my husband building the frame on which we stretch the canvas for the painting.
He's very serious there.
Yeah.
And here we go with the eyes. And
Yeah.
there's so many different stages to making it happen. I know the face is the most sort of busy part, it seems.
Yeah, well, it's got to be the sharpest and the most accurate of all.
You could have just left it like on the right.
So yeah, here we are beginning the eyes, and then here, yeah, filling in the underpainting for the beginning of the face.
What would you say was the hardest part of this process for you as the artist?
I've never painted a stained glass window.
Really?
Yes. And so I had to rethink entirely how I was going to approach it, because if I painted it the way I painted you, it would look like skin and clothing. So I had to rethink how I was going to do that. And so I did think it through, and I'm fairly pleased with the results.
Exciting. It's amazing how long it took, but really, if you were to do this all at once, how long would it take? We've sort of broken it up into segments, and we've aired one a month since we started, but how many hours do you think had to go into this?
There's probably about 40, 50 hours in it.
Substantial.
Yeah. I don't track it,
No.
but you know, I work at it in mornings is when I paint, so I say, okay, this morning's blocked off, I'm working on Susan most of the day or all morning. Or sometimes I can only take it a certain stage or to a certain level, and then that's it for that day.
Yes.
So it's all broken up over time.
Yes.
But in terms of, you know, from start to finish, if I didn't have to work to the schedule that we set up for this show, it would probably be done in the course of 2.5 months.
Yes. The next video, I believe, will be one where you actually sent me an email and it was finished, but you asked me, you know, is there anything that you would change?
Yes.
And that video is coming up in a minute. It's hard to look at a picture of yourself and say, is this a true likeness of me? So I had a friend in the newsroom look at it, and she gave me some advice. So we ended up changing one of my jaw lines.
Your jawline, yeah.
Yeah, which is going to come up in a minute.
Yeah.
To me, this seemed like it must have been the hardest part, but okay, so is this the difference?
Yes. See how it drops down on the left, and you see it gave you a more pronounced rounded chin, and I got the impression that that was not what you wanted, and you thought it made it look, oh, for heaven's sakes, you thought it made you look a little wider than you are.
Maybe a little jowlier.
Yeah.
But you know what, truly, it wasn't me that saw it. I thought it looked very, very similar to me, but it was Raph in the newsroom who said the jawline looks like it's bigger than it is. So there it is shaved down. I think you did a great job of
And you know what? I never actually made it smaller.
Come on.
I didn't.
What did you do? Shading?
I changed the colors.
Really?
The magic of paint.
It is the magic of paint. Do we have another video to show? We do have one more.
Okay.
This one is sort of the pictures start
the evolution?
to finish.
Yeah.
The evolution, if you will.
Yeah.
Starting with the sketching all the way through.
Yeah. And here it is on the canvas.
Interesting how Marcel has made this sort of come to life a little bit. I've just so enjoyed the process, Mary.
Have you?
Yeah. At first, I thought, okay, what am I getting myself into? But it didn't turn out to be. It turned out to be a very pleasant process.
What was your biggest fear?
Making it about me. It is about me,
Oh.
but I've also learned that it's about you learning about me a little bit.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I can only imagine when you paint people, you feel like you get to know them quite well.
Oh yeah, quite well.
And that's really
Yeah.
neat. It's neat to be a part of the process. And the likeness, I think, is amazing that it's a picture, but this is and I've seen this in your work before. You do that. You bring somebody to life in a painting. It's a special skill, truly.
Thank you.
It is so. So, with that being said, we can, when this is finished, we can just pull out of that. And are we ready to?
Sure. Are you ready?
I think so. I feel like I've seen it all in this last 2 minutes, so I think we're ready here to see it.
Okay.
And I think Marcel needs a second to get the
Okay.
camera ready.
Let me
Here we
know.
go. I love the gold cover, by the way. It matches what you're wearing.
Oh.
I feel a bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Let's just do this.
Okay, you ready?
Well, I think so. There it is. Oh my goodness. It's way better in real life than even by email, because I saw it by email, but it's amazing to see it. It's beautiful. You are
you.
so talented. You really are. It's amazing. I think the part that I always say over and over is that everything you do is so lifelike. It's so real. And this is bigger than life, by the way. This is
Yeah.
a bit bigger than my real face would be.
It is.
So
It
it's quite
is.
overwhelming to have somebody paint something of you so large, but it's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you've done an
Good.
amazing job. I think that for anyone that wants to have a positive experience, if it's for you or it's a family portrait, it's something people should consider for sure. And so you said you're fairly pleased. So tell me a little bit about the whole finished product from your angle.
I'm very pleased with your face, your figure, and the window. I struggled with the wall in the background.
Really? Why is that?
Although it's just a plain wall, that was part of the problem. I wanted more in it. But that's not what was there. And I wasn't about to introduce something that wasn't there.
Did you consider it
So,
though, thinking maybe I could put in?
Not too much, because
Yeah.
I didn't even have any like coverage photography that I could pull something from.
Right.
So, and you were so content with what we chose.
Yes.
And but then I kind of turned around my mind in that you wanted warm and friendly. And a yellow wall, you can't get a friendlier
No, you
color
can't.
than a yellow wall.
You truly can't.
Right. And so at that point, I just relaxed with it and thought, that's fine. And with your hair being blonde too, I thought, how am I going to separate her from the wall? I don't want her
Sure.
just dissolving in her hair, dissolving into the wall.
Yes.
So I just altered the colors a little bit so
Yeah.
that you stood away from the color.
Yes. And also, one thing we didn't mention is I did try on several outfits, but you, I
Yeah.
think, knew this was the one. You felt good about it.
Well, for me, it spoke of your personality.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
you're colorful, you're energetic, lively, and youthful, and beautiful. And that color just said it all for me.
Mary, you're a real ego boost, so thank you for all of those lovely words. That's lovely, really. But I'm so thrilled with how it turned out. I can't say enough. I think that you're exceptionally talented. I've
Thank
seen
you.
other pieces of work, and they're as equally as good, if not better than this one. And I really recommend anyone who is considering getting a portrait done, come and talk to Mary. She is amazing. I mean, look at that picture. It's so lifelike to me.
So you.
It is me, and I love it. So thank you. And the jewelry is so
welcome.
anyway, I can't say enough great things. Thank you
you.
is what I need to say.
Thank
So,
you.
You're very welcome. I think it's been a really great experience. Yeah.
Great.
The information, I would love to put it on the screen if we can again. We can, and there it is. Yes, this is where you can go to follow Mary's blog as well. It's as easy as going to boudreau@shaw.ca for more information. Awesome experience all the way around. We're back in 90 seconds. Stay with us.